Hello, Albuquerque! Oh, wow, what a terrific crowd. Yeah! Let me tell you in all sincerity from the bottom of my heart that all the audiences I performed for, you guys are definitely the ones that showed up here tonight. Yeah. And thank you for adhering to the Gatsby's joint mission statement, quality over quantity. That's great. Hello, my name is Tue Nov, or if you've been drinking, hi, I'm John Goodman. If you've been drinking, this is South Florida. You guys have been drinking since 6th or 7th grade, I think. Thank you to my lawyer for coming out tonight. Any other lawyers in the house? Any other attorneys? No. I did a show last year with the other comics were former attorneys. And I wondered how that was going to work because comics like to do those quick one-liners, and the attorneys have to use this long, very descriptive language. You know, like the comic might say, Morty walked into the bar. Where the attorney would say, a man resembling Morty allegedly entered an establishment defined by the Code Enforcement Board of Broward County to be allowed to serve alcohol. But I guess it doesn't matter whether it's 1 minute or 5 minutes for telling the joke. They're still going to round up and bill you for the whole hour. Everybody have a good Halloween? Yeah. My third favorite holiday, Halloween. That's because you can be on the phone with a complete stranger, and it's the only day of the year where you can ask them without sounding creepy, so what are you wearing? Second favorite is November 1st, which is also known as 50% off Halloween candy day. But my first favorite holiday is Hanukkah. I have this tradition at Hanukkah that in every room in the house I put a different size menorah, and under every menorah I put a different colored cloth. My family tells me I'm really stupid for doing that because I'm not Jewish. Okay. No more Jewish jokes here tonight. Right after a lawyer, I thought I would have them on that one. Okay. My wife and I don't always get along, but I don't argue with her because I'm passive aggressive about it. You know, I give in to her. Then she goes to sleep, and I sneak out to the driveway and adjust the seatbelt in her car so it's tighter. So that way, next time she drives, she'll think she's getting fat. The other thing I do is we record Jeopardy to watch right before we go to bed. And when she's out of the room, I watch it and get all the answers. That's why the next time we have an argument, I can say, how can you say that I'm always wrong when Pat Sajak says I'm always right? My son came up to me and said, how come mommies and daddies don't always get along? And I said, well, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Where am I from, Dad? Mercury, son. You were conceived in the backseat of a 1984 Mercury Zephyr. She's from a different country, and I think she's taken advantage of me, but back when we were 30 years ago, it was Tuesday the 13th. She says, I can't do anything today, no housework, nothing, because Tuesday the 13th is our unlucky day, just like your Friday the 13th here. And I said, okay. But then later on, a couple decades later, I met friends from El Salvador, and they don't know about this custom. They went home and asked their family, said, no, there's no such thing as this. So it started to make me wonder if she's making up holidays to get out of things. You know, like Wife No Cook Wednesday, Spall Day Saturday, Sleep with the Pool Boys Sunday. Although that last one was kind of on me, since we don't have a pool. I should have known about that one. When we were trying to get pregnant, it wasn't working too well, so I started these home remedies to try and get it going. When that didn't work, she talked me into going into a fertility doctor. I went in there, and the fertility doctor said, yes, do not try those homeopathic remedies. They do not work. Soaking your testicles in warm water will not increase your sperm count, and besides, it's making the other people in the waiting room very uncomfortable. She tries to use these clever ways of teaching me about other countries, because she would know about them and me as an American wouldn't. For example, she named her breasts Trinidad and Tobago. And that's how I will never forget that Trinidad is the much larger one. There, finally got a laugh from you, sir. There you go. Breast jokes, that's what we'll do it. That's what we'll go for. I became a grandfather for the 5th time this year. Thank you. When we were waiting for the 5th one, I was looking back to the deliveries on the first 4, and this is completely true. In fact, my entire set is like a Lifetime movie. It's all based on fact. So from here on out, just assume that 90% of what I tell you is 20% true. So the first one was born up in Boca in a hospital. The second one was born in a birthing center in Fort Lauderdale. The third one was born in Sunrise in a house. And my 4th one was born in North Miami in a small apartment. By that pattern, my 5th grandchild should have been born in Homestead in the back of an Uber. But he wasn't. He was born in a hospital, regular hospital in Hollywood. And I thought it was really cool because he was my namesake. I'm Joseph Ney. He's Joseph Ney the 4th. I'm the junior. He's the 4th. And I thought it was really cool how all the workers in the hospital got into the fact that he was the 4th. On every fluid bag in the whole place, they put the 4th on it. Or IV. That was a Roman numeral joke. The other comics asked me to do one of those just to see how smart the audience is so they can gauge how to do their jokes. So thank you you are smart. Thanks for laughing along on that one. I appreciate it. I had a pretty good job out of college as a software developer. Then I became a middle manager. Now I'm trying to become a comic. Seems like I'm on the Benjamin Button career path. I'm a little self-conscious up here about my crooked teeth. My eyes are up here, ma'am. So I'm trying to figure out what would be cheaper, getting braces or moving to England. What else? Oh, my granddaughter came up to me last week and she said, Grandpa, this month I'm 7.5. And I forgot that at that age, a half a year is a big milestone. And I realized that at my age, I'm starting to revert back to using halves. You know, because I can't take a distribution from my retirement account till I'm 59.5. I can't get full Social Security until I'm 67.5. I can't fall or I'll break my hip in half. Stock market seems to keep going up and up. But one thing that's not keeping up the investment is Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin, what it needs is a celebrity sponsor, and that sponsor should be Kim Kardashian. Because Bitcoin is like Kim, you think it has value, but nobody knows why. But you can't actually put Kim on a coin, because every time you flip it, it would land on tails. I was at a party, a woman came over, started rubbing my big belly. She asked if it would work like a Buddha statue where she could make a wish. I told her I would be much more likely to grant her wish if she rubbed lower. Because my feet were really hurting. All right, we're going to get on to the rest of our lineup. We have some really great comics coming up here for you. All the way from Miami, a really funny guy. Please give a warm welcome to Jay McCord.
All right, how you guys doing tonight? All right, I am Jay McCord, as you heard. I really had planned to say some